Someone was just casually scrolling on Google Maps and saw something that scientists had overlooked for decades. By pure accident, he found a suspicious giant ring-shaped structure that might actually turn out to be a major new scientific discovery. In 2024, a Canadian man named Joel Lapointe was simply trying to plan a routine camping trip in his hometown. He opened Google Maps and zoomed in on the Saguenay region of Quebec. Right then and there, he spotted an unusually circular structure. The scale was staggering. It measured a full 15 kilometers from one end to the other. There even seemed to be a lake right next to it. He immediately took a screenshot and sent the photo to a French geophysicist, hoping they could identify what it was. Usually, these weird patterns are either nothing important or just a Google Maps watermark. So when he opened his email and saw the scientist's reply, he was absolutely stunned. The geophysicist said that looking at the topography, this was very likely a meteorite impact zone. The problem is that meteorite impact remains are actually incredibly hard to identify. This is because they've often existed for millions of years, and their shapes have long been eroded, weathered, or distorted beyond recognition by geological movements. Scientists generally call this type of landscape an impact structure. They're usually circular, resembling a ring-like pit and made of intensely squeezed and deformed bedrock formed at the very moment a meteorite slams into the Earth's surface. But there's an even trickier problem. The outer edge of an impact crater usually forms a tall, ring-like mountain wall, which is easily mistaken for a regular mountain range. That's exactly why this Canadian explorer was so confused at first. However, that French scientist gave him hope. Even though this strange structure had previously been classified as a volcanic landform, now that Lapointe brought it back into the conversation, scientists had to investigate more deeply. In the past, everyone assumed it looked that way because of volcanic activity or ground subsidence. After all, many volcanic craters and lava pits do get mistaken for impact craters. To verify it, they have to examine samples. This is the most reliable way to judge if a place is a meteorite hit. When a meteorite hits Earth, it brings minerals that don't exist naturally on our planet. That's the fascinating part about impact craters. They're evidence of contact between Earth and outer space. Nowadays, scientists have almost completely documented all of Earth's native minerals. So when they look for impact structures, they most often look for things like rhyolite or high-pressure variant minerals that only appear at meteorite impact sites. The largest impact crater in the world is the Vredefort structure in South Africa, formed 2.1 billion years ago by an asteroid that was one of the largest to ever hit the Earth. When the samples from this area in Canada were sent back to the lab, the results were thrilling. They actually found rhyolite inside. This mineral only forms under extreme pressure brought by a meteorite impact. While they can't 100% guarantee it's a real impact crater yet, scientists are already preparing a field expedition. If confirmed, it'll be a huge deal, as the last time an impact crater was confirmed was back in 2013. But wait, it gets even more interesting. Another world-shaking discovery came from a 15-year-old boy. William Gadori is also Canadian, and he has a unique hobby, searching for lost Mayan cities. Unlike the previous guy who found his by pure luck, William did his research with a specific idea and method. He read a massive amount of books on Mayan civilization and became convinced that the distribution of Mayan cities was linked to the stars in the sky. So he pulled out a star map and plotted the locations of known Mayan cities one by one. Right then, he noticed a key point. In Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, archaeologists had already dug up 2 Mayan cities, but in the corresponding constellation, there was clearly a third star. He thought, could a lost Mayan city be hidden at the location corresponding to that third star? William Gadori is a recognized scientific prodigy and had even won awards for his constellation theory. When he noticed that the 23rd constellation he was studying was missing a corresponding Mayan city, he immediately started searching satellite images on Google Maps to solve the puzzle. Advances in satellite technology have indeed allowed many lost Mayan cities to be rediscovered, like Tikal, deep in the Guatemalan jungle, which is considered the capital of the ancient Mayan Empire. Full of hope, William contacted friends at the Canadian Space Agency to confirm his discovery. Since he was an award winner, he actually had the right connections. Then things started getting really interesting. According to satellite imagery, a large square area appeared near the border of Mexico and Belize, looking like a long buried city. William handed the images over to remote sensing experts to study. After careful analysis, they concluded there might be 30 buildings there, including a large pyramid. William named the suspected new city Ka-Chi, Mouth of Fire. However, his theory sparked huge controversy in the archaeological world. Many Mayan scholars tried to debunk his conclusion. Experts felt the constellation theory wasn't rigorous enough, and one famous anthropologist and astronomer said William's method was more like creative imagination. Still, the fact that a 15-year-old nearly discovered a lost Mayan city remains absolutely mind-blowing. Next up is another bizarre phenomenon on Google Maps, those little dots appearing in the middle of the Algerian desert. An internet user found them on the map and was surprised to learn that people had been arguing over their origins for years. At first, he thought the dots were just a glitch in the satellite imagery. After all, there were thousands of these circles stretching for tens of kilometers along straight paths. There were no towns nearby, no roads, and no signs of human activity, making it impossible to tell if they were natural or man-made. To find out the truth, he interviewed the team responsible for taking the satellite images. They told him the circles were 100% real and appeared in different years. His first guess was that it might be related to oil activity. Algeria is resource-rich, and companies often use seismic survey technology to judge underground structures through shock waves. But there was another possibility. It's extremely arid there, reaching over 40 degrees Celsius in the summer, so people must find water. He guessed the circles might be ancient water wells, but experts told him they weren't wells. You can see actual traditional well sites on the map, and their structure is completely different from these circles. So he decided to go to Algeria himself. He drove 99 miles deep into the heart of the desert and finally saw the truth. A giant hole in the sand surrounded by 12 smaller holes, looking just like an ancient clock. There, he found something you definitely couldn't see on the map: thin metal wires. He and his team started digging and soon unearthed old-fashioned explosives and sardine cans. The mystery was finally solved. These so-called Sahas circles weren't ancient ruins, nor were they left by seismic surveys, because when these circles were formed, seismic technology didn't even exist. But they were related to oil. These holes were left by an early oil exploration method that used dynamite to blast through rock layers. And the sardine cans? Just trash left behind by the workers. Another mystery debunked. A long time ago, a massive meteorite hit the Earth with a devastating force, on a scale far beyond the one that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Luckily, there was no life on Earth at that time, otherwise it would have been a catastrophic. Today, scientists believe this impact might have left a massive mark beneath Antarctica, a super impact crater larger than the state of New York. It turns out these maps we casually click on hide giant mysteries capable of upending science. What do you think will be discovered next? Feel free to make a bold prediction in the comments.